Okay, is this one, right? Okay, let's see, let's see.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Fox and welcome to another video. In this video we're gonna talk over the big elephant in the room with Lost Ark, which is the pay to win. I've been getting a lot of questions about the pay to win and I already made basically 2 videos about it now. In my original video I just touched on how the economy in Lost Ark works and what you actually can buy with real money. And basically I don't even give my own opinion. I'm just basically telling you how money affects your game. So a lot of people said, yeah, why don't you take a stance on it? What is your stance on it and whatnot? And I still get daily, literally on my stream every day, probably 3 to 5 times at least per day, asked, is this game pay to win? It's such a common question, it gets already memed on at this point, right? So I decided it's time for a video where I express my own opinion with my experience that I made, to actually take a stance on this whole pay to win discussion. Basically, instead of just being objective about it, I'm gonna be subjective about it. Basically, now I'm actually gonna
Rookie
give my
numbers.
2 cents on what I think about Lost Ark, its system, and how it affects you, and how it affects me and whatnot. Obviously, so yeah, let's start with that. So I've been playing Lost Ark now I have over 1,400 hours on the Russian version at this point. I've played it for a long time. I kinda started back when it released in Korea, then I moved over to Russia a few times.
So he said 1400, right? I think he said. Said his over point saying we should take a stance after we see the UNA shop. Yep. I mean, like, his point is fair over there. Because you don't know what the UNA shop over there. But yeah, he did say 1400. But the thumbnail is a debate. So the usual debate title, like a debate video, is even written right here. I don't know, man. Sounds a bit iffy right there. I don't think you can typo it twice. Say for another this time, we'll say it again, okay? User is playing
Again,
KR.
started again,
So
and
the
now I've
other
been
200
continuously playing
hours.
for around 2 to 3 months. I have
Okay, we'll
not
see.
reached complete end game. I am level 422 on my highest character. For those of you that know what that means, I
422.
can attempt the latest rate, which is Vault and Heart. I haven't done so yet. Sorry, Vault and Normal. I cannot attempt Vault and Heart yet. But I also have been using the Russian server more as a way to see what characters I like.
Yeah.
So my gold income, my resources have been poured into getting a lot of characters to the last tier. Basically, I have now around 8 to 9 characters on the last continent in Papua New Guinea, which is the latest, newest part of the game, basically. And
Which is basically free at this point. Obviously meant 1422, yeah. I mean, like, getting like everyone to like Papunica is basically free. If you don't get it up there, is it's more like question mark. What have you been doing?
that means I spend most resources on that. Now, in
Spent most.
those 1,300 hours, I have spent some money myself. Arguably around 500, 600 euros, which for some people is a lot, for some people isn't. I consider that amount for 1,300, 1,400 hours not too much.
500, 600 euro is like, well, I mean, like, it's a decent amount of money. So yeah, how many did he say this time? I don't know, but I mean, like, I don't know why he said like he poured all of his resource into like the alts, because like the alt getting to tier 3 in Papunica is free, and yes, it is free. If it's not free for you, then you're not doing anything. Basically, you're not doing your stuff that you need to do.
But I can also see why that is a lot. But now let's get into the whole, is it pay to win? Now, I'm going to tell you, for me, it is not. That is because for me, it doesn't matter if someone else is higher eye level than I am. I have my friends I play with that are similar eye level than I am. We run content together. And there are people out there with eye level 1500, and that doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter to me if they are at eye level. I have spent money mostly on boosting characters, and when I started and only had 1 character, when I got impatient, I would then spend money on upgrading. Because when you have only 1 character and you're impatient, you kind of just want to speed up the upgrading, okay? And that's how they got me sometimes. Like, as in, I want to get there a bit faster. But, I felt dirty afterwards. It felt dirty. It didn't feel rewarding or anything. it just felt like cheating the game. For a moment, I was happy. Oh my god, finally I reached that eye level. Yeah. And then like a few hours later, I'm like, I didn't need to do this. There's no need for this. And I then managed on my main to reach 14, 15, which is the latest eye level break in a way, since you can do vault and hard on it, you can use artifact accessories. It's a big step. I managed to reach that without spending a single cent on the game. And that made me extremely happy. I felt very proud, you know, I felt like, wow, this was all done without spending a single penny. It was really good. And it gave me a lot of, it made me just feel really nice.
He did say that like he at first he spent money to upgrade, and then like it doesn't feel rewarding, right? Because like you just get there just because like you spend your money, but like it's different when you actually get there. He got to 14, 15 without spending anything, and then that's where like he get the feeling. That's basically what his point is. So yeah.
So I do believe the game can be seen as pay to win. Absolutely. You swipe your card, you get more gear progression. Absolutely. You swipe your card, you get more gold. You can technically buy rates for gold. People are selling you rates, higher rates, but you need to be the eye level to enter them. They will change that with on the NAU patch, right? So it's not that someone that's eye level 100 can enter rates from eye level 1000. That's not how it's going to work. There are certain eye levels you have to have. For example, currently you can enter rates that are eye level 1340, even if you're 1310, for example. The thing is, they're going to change that, so that's not possible anymore. So they're going to remove that part, so you cannot buy those rates anymore from other players.
Yeah, that's a 7.7 patch, by the way, which should be in NAEU at the start, at the very least. I think that should be it. But we will see by the beta or on release as well. You ain't selling Legion race though? You can sell Voltan. You can sell Voltan if you're good enough. I can sell Voltan as well. I just don't do it though.
Which is, well, people used to sell them for in-game currency for the people, so you can argue someone could swipe to get gold and buy the rates. Yeah. Now, this is where I personally say, okay, I can understand you saying it's pay to win. Don't get me wrong. If you think it's pay to win, that's fine. What matters to me is that are you going to play the game or not because of that? Because
Voltan change is needed in KR. What Voltan change? Get good at Voltan, sell rates. Yeah, I mean like what Voltan change is needed over there on KR?
why is pay to win so bad? If it is pay to win in the form of I cannot get this certain thing that this player has because he paid 50 euros for that thing, okay, I can agree with that. If someone gets a weapon that is unobtainable for me as someone that wants to remain free to play, I'm talking in a third person, not about myself since I already did swipe a bit, then I would arguably agree it is a bad pay to win. I have played BDO and I felt like Black Desert Online was pretty hard cash grab. You needed the more pets the better, kinda. You could fail upgrades. All of that is not there in Lost Ark. You just need one pet technically seen. You can have multiple for several reasons, but you don't need them, right? And you cannot fail or destroy your upgrades. Your gear does not destroy itself after a failed upgrade. It will never destroy itself. So basically this is going to be my last video on this whole pay to win aspect, because I just want to like really give my opinion on it. And I really think the game is not pay to win. It just isn't. I don't feel like I get an advantage on paying. I don't get an advantage over other players. I don't.
Say between gear and congregations which is only available for PvE, except for PvE Island, it's kind of wrongly used. I would rather say pay to fast, but not to win. It depends. Everyone has their own like definition of pay to win, right? Some people think like they can't get like So here's the thing, right? You can pay for gear progression, which makes your character stronger, right? Which is like achievable by just playing the game. It might take you longer though, right? Because of that. So it is like kind of like a more pay to progress thing. Here is what people are usually like though. They don't want to put the effort, but then they don't want to pay as well. And then so they think that like getting into this gear progression up into a certain point is not obtainable because they're just that lazy. They're just like not smart enough to use the auction house. They don't have they don't want to spend the money as well. So yeah, I mean that's why they think it's like a pay to win thing. Most of the time it's like that. So yeah, I think most probably we will have to pay to win on a line on totally different level where you can obtain max gear only through real money purchase. If I can reach gear by playing, it's not a pay to win for me. Yep, I mean you can reach the gear by playing it. You can reach the gear by playing just fine, to be honest. So yeah. Sorry when I can spend money to beat people in PvP, pay to fast convenience. Yeah. Pay to win like you can't beat player who pays money.
Get something that my friend can't have. No, what I get is own my for myself personal satisfaction if I swipe. So if I decide to swipe, that is for myself, right? That's me who's like, yo, I really want this. It's for myself and not to show off. Because in this game, it's very easy. You can tell by looking at someone if they swiped or not. You can look at their cards, which is a super indicator if someone just swiped their way up. You can look at their legacy levels. It's very easy to determine if someone's a swiper. And let me tell you, in the high-end raids, a lot of people that have low legacy level and very high eye level are not being let in because people can tell they just swiped. Very easy. There's indicators. And one thing, I enjoy this game. I love this game. I love playing Lost Ark. I win by logging in and playing and enjoying myself. And I think that's what we're all looking for. We're looking for a game that we can enjoy, that we can play, and we can feel satisfaction when playing. A game where we want to lock in, where we want to enjoy our time being locked in. And that's what this game does to me. I love running the same Guardians every day. I love running Void Dungeons. I love playing this game. And I've been playing, like I said, for 1,300 hours, and I'm not bored of it. There's days where I'm a bit, I don't want to do this now.
He said 1300 hours right there, by the way. So yeah. How does it take from the character getting fully geared end game? Quite a while. Quite a while. Well, it depends, I guess, because like depending on the server, you have like a further progression range. So yeah, if only I could buy skill. Well, you cannot. Actually, get against other players. So if you pay something, which won't change another player experience, more of pay to fast and not to win. That's the point I'm trying to say. Yep. I mean, like you can literally buy power through that. Well, the problem is like what people don't realize is you buy it from other players, not from the company. You know. So yeah. And another thing is, I guess GVG that is not equalized is you can call that pay to win, except for the fact that like the GVG that is pay to win is mainly only in this like two of the S rank nodes, and that's it. The rest of it you can just play GVG unequalized normally just fine, without like paying anything. But people don't see that, so yeah. Gonna get a lot of alts, gonna take less time running on one. People keeping out swiper from groups, yeah, because low expedition level, which just signifies that like this guy haven't played for a lot, you know. Yeah, I mean like you see me like vet people on like party finder when I'm leading a party. So there you have it. 1300, 1600 is too close to really care. I don't know. Buy a coach. Can you post the YouTube link? Yeah, sure. Is there like a ballpark number of
Well,
hours?
most
Not
days
really.
I'm just happy
Well,
to
I'm
log
pretty
in,
close and I'm
run
like around
content,
2000.
and feel really good about it, to be honest. And honestly, man, that's where I think the winning lies in. If you enjoy yourself, if you have fun, you won. So if you enjoy swiping your credit card and being higher eye level than someone else, it is pay to win. If you hate the idea of someone else being able to just swipe and be higher eye level than you, this game is not for you. It will never be. So to make a
I think for that you just don't put enough effort, I think. You're just too lazy to reach like the same item level to this like paying players.
last conclusion on this, I said this multiple times already on my stream. It is subjective if the game is pay to win or not. There is no official definition of pay to win. At least I don't believe so. Because even if there is one, you might think differently. I might think differently. People feel differently. So next time you ask someone, is this game pay to win? You should ask, how is it possible to have an advantage with money, and how do you feel about it? Because it is so hard to answer the question, is it pay to win? It's so hard. Because in the end, it depends on you and how you feel about the advantages
Alright, see
you
you
can
later,
get
Bida.
from swiping your credit card. It's not my opinion that matters, it's your opinion that matters. And I've seen the comments on a lot of YouTube videos. I've seen people that say this is trash, it's pay to win, pay to advance. Other people defend it with their life. And I arguably can say I see both sides. If someone tells me it's pay to win, I agree with them. If someone tells me it's not pay to win, I agree with them. Because in my opinion, the game is whatever you feel like it is. We should just be all more open and accepting of other people's opinion and how they feel. So if you don't like the model that Smilegate has brought over, then that's okay. You don't need to play the game. It's a shame because it's a great game.
Conquest mode in GVG pay to win. GVG is not equalized, so you can bring your gear over there. Conquest mode, I don't remember which node that is, but if that's one of the S rank node, then that would be where people that are paying will be doing it. But the thing about PvP that you do, like GVG is basically like 1% of it. You really don't do like a lot of it because it's like time gated, and it's also like only on specific days. Most of the PvP you do is in arena, which is equalized. At that point, doesn't matter what your gear is. If you care about that 1% PvP and only about that 1% PvP, you probably should play another PvP game. Why are you even doing like playing an MMO right now? You know, why are you even like trying it? If that is the case, in my opinion, that matters. What matters, Agonize. During one class this game where picking a main is hard is because so many classes look epic. It's kind of sad. You just have to find one out there. Not to the extent costing me thousands. Next time someone will ask me if the game's pay to win, I'll punch them in the face. I'm molding so hard, but these lost are pay to win situation. It doesn't matter, Jacuzzi. People will always ask. I will play it, yeah, Speedy. Don't waste your energy on people who aren't even gonna play the game. To me, it's not if it's pay to win or not. It's the least pay to win game I played. That's what matters to me. I don't think it's pay to win at all. And I'll do my reasoning after this, I guess. You buy shit from shop that gets only to gold. The gold's used to buy mass from other free to play player to progress. What I'm literally going to go insane. Which people used to use their. Game is supposed to win the one, so it passes my check. The game is the most pay to win of all MMOs.
Just one last word on what's gonna happen probably for the NA release. I can see small changes in the shop. I can see certain things being more limited. But the biggest thing, which is exchanging crystals into gold, will not disappear. I cannot imagine that disappearing. That would be insane. Because that's like the biggest gold grab in the game, because it's illimited resources basically. And I don't see Amazon removing that, because that would kind of break the game in many ways, because the way the economy works and whatnot.
Yeah, I've said it as well, right? There is no way this system, like changing crystal into gold, will be gone, because it's like so fundamental into the game, and it's not even a bad system. It's actually a good system because it makes the game healthy instead of like this like basically a single player game. If that is the case, if you don't have that. Even WoW is pay to win, so I don't know why people are so salty about it. WoW got more than do they? Coming from it, that's the funny part. Apparently sponsors pulled out. Oh, I see.
So, yeah, the game will probably remain in the current way it is right now. With the small changes, maybe we'll get more grindable stuff, so you do not have to swipe to get certain things. But overall, I'm pretty convinced we'll keep a very similar structure of the game and not much will change. So if you hope for the game to become absolutely non-swipeable, I'm sorry, it will not be. That's just people that will dream about that. But the game has the way it works, it has its economy, and it's gonna remain that way probably. Anyway, I talked now for like nearly 12 minutes, way too long. But I felt like I should make a new video on this pay to win topic, because I didn't really give my opinion on the last video. I didn't really chime in with how I feel about it. And this time I felt like doing this because I gathered so much experience playing this game. I gathered so many impressions and ideas from other people in general. And Simply said, I have so many characters now that I don't need to pay a single cent anymore. Honestly, I make so much gold in the game, I'm fine. If I would have less characters, I would probably swipe more, but then I would play less. Very simple. But that's just because I want to be at a certain stage and I want to have certain standards in the game. I want to have certain gear. I want to not be holding back someone else. I'm that kind of person, but you don't need to do that. You don't need to care about that. And you can, in the end, remain absolutely free to play and get the same things as someone that is swiping. That person just might get it earlier. That's about it. There's way more things I could talk about, also about how whaling is limited in that game and how a whale cannot actually have too many advantages because of how the tiers work and how the content releases in the game. There's a lot of things to talk about and make reasonings or talk about reasons why the game isn't pay to win, but it's gonna be too long. So I'm gonna just cut it here and hope you guys understand me. I hope you guys have your own opinion on pay to win and don't listen to a guy like me telling you if this is pay to win or not, or some other guy who doesn't even know the game, because that's what bothers me a lot, is people that don't have, that have never touched the game and then come out, oh, Lost Ark is pay to win, oh no, ruined by Smilegate, ruined by Amazon before release. You know what? Go fuck yourself if you're that kind of content creator, honestly. Play the game.
Yeah, I agree with that actually. I agree with that, 100%.
And then judge it. Not before that.
I agree with
But
that.
yeah, now I'm definitely done. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Kind of a different video than usual. And that was it. I'll let you guys then go. Have a great day wherever you live.
Yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. Okay. I mean, like, most of the thing is it's pretty good, I guess. Like, the points is, like, pretty good. Like, I can agree with some of those as well. So, yeah. It's not bad. Except for the fact that, like, I don't know. People that, like, as a free-to-play player, man, you know, as a free-to-play player here, like never spent a single dime in the game. If you think like this game is pay to win, you're just too lazy, dude. You're just too lazy, or you're just like not smart enough to play the market, I guess. Simple as that. You can reach like the end game, like I do right now, and like with some of the people I know, someone is even like even higher than me, just by playing the game. If you think that like, you know, oh, but you play the game 8 hours a day, I can't play 8 hours a day, so you don't want to spend enough time, but then you want to be ahead, you know, like use your brain a little bit, man, you know, a little bit, just a little bit, you know. But it is what it is, right? Play the market. What do you mean by that? Curious. You use the market to earn your currency, Lima, getting profits out of it, basically. You're paying time or money, and that's fine with me. When you pay your money, you're actually paying someone else's time. It's like a job, let's say, I guess, you know. Spend 1,000 in Black Desert and I regret it. Never done it. So yeah, someone has explained the Asman how the crystal system works in Lost Ark. I asked Saint to do it. No one has ever explained to him how the game works. People just spam pay to win. So what's he gonna do? You know. Well, I think like Asman is not that stupid, to be honest. He will actually like try to look at it himself. Yeah, flipping items, selling in general. Yeah, that's basically what it is. But for the pay to win thing, yeah. If you think it's pay to win, you just didn't put enough effort and you don't want to spend the money compared to the people that are actually putting the effort in or putting the money into the game. So it is what it is. So that's what it is, I guess. If you think that's pay to win, then I don't know, man. I mean, like, we don't. Lazy people are gonna be left behind anyway. I mean, like, that's basically how it is. It's in real life, and it's always gonna be like that anyway. So if you wanna be left behind everywhere in real life and in game as well, then all the power to you, right? All right. Well, that's what it is, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, I can like go in depth on like what I think about it and what I as a free-to-play player, but as someone that has never spent a single dime, because like I don't know if like anyone that has like a legit opinion, like, you know, and is actually a free-to-play player as well. So yeah, because like Fox has spent money, so people will just say like, oh, he spent money into the game. Saint spent a lot of money as well already. So maybe like a perspective from a free-to-play player is needed or something. All right. up.